What is gravy, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're asking a very important question, one that is sure to divide the comment section and the community right down the middle. Are trophy milestones important, or are they completely pointless? Now when I talk about milestones, I'm talking about those main numbered ones, your 50th platinum, your 2000th trophy, things like that, etc, etc. And whether you use your own methods to track these or whether you use the predetermined ones on PSN profiles, it's entirely up to you. They may not even occur to you, and that is what we're here to discuss. Of course, before we get into it, if you're going to enjoy this video, then please do smack that like button, and if you're new, consider subscribing. Now let's get to it. Now I'm going to kick things off by saying that for the longest time, I didn't care about these one bit. It wasn't until I started closing in on that holy number 50 that it started to sink in. Maybe I should be paying attention to these things. Maybe I should be planning specific games to line up with my milestones. And I mean, by this point, a lot of mine were taken up by random titles that just happened to be what I was playing at the time, not necessarily something I would have chosen. Although, you are looking at my old milestones right now, and I'm quite happy to realise that Little Nightmares 2 is actually one of my numbered platinums, so that'll do. Anyway, now that I'm on a brand new account and I've got a blank slate for some brand new milestones, I've decided to actually put some effort and time into planning this list. And this is precisely what's prompted me to make this video. I was sat plotting out my roadmap and deciding which milestones I wanted to curate, and I was wondering if anyone else goes to the same lengths for their own. Now I know for a fact that a lot of people plan out the bigger ones like the 100th platinum, but I wasn't sure whether anyone actually cared about the more arbitrary ones like the numbered trophies. Also, I wanted to make sure that I didn't ruin any of my milestones this time around, because one of the most annoying things about my old account is that the fastest platinum trophy is taken up by an auto pop. I don't think anyone was ever going to buy that I platinumed Final Fantasy VII Remake in less than a minute. Maybe. Okay, now I know what you're going to say. So far in this video, I've done a lot of rambling, but I haven't really said a lot. So let's bullet point this. Number 1, they give you an opportunity to show off some of your favourite platinums. Number 2, they provide some much needed structure to trophy hunting and make setting goals that little bit more satisfying. Number 3, they make it a bit easier and a bit more concise to look over your trophy history, and subsequently, number 4, they provide you with a bit of insight into everyone else's little trophy histories. Number 1, much like trophies themselves, once they are there, that's it, you're stuck, can't change it, job's done, no chance, unless you become a big cheater like me and make it a profile. Yeah. Number 2, if you break it down, they are pretty arbitrary and they don't really make any difference except to us and to ourselves, much like a lot of this stuff. And number 3, and this is the big one, they can be very restrictive. Remember when I mentioned that I only started to occur as I got closer to 50? Well, I may have gone too far and subsequently ruined it for myself. Because not only was I planning out number 50, I decided to plan out number 46, number 47, number 48, number 49, and then number 50. I mean, all that did was take the joy out of it. And it's a bit pointless if there's no joy, isn't it? Of course, this is entirely my own fault. The milestones were for 50, not for the prior 4, but it does all boil down to getting obsessed with these milestones. So who's really to blame? Oh, it's still me? Cool. Okay, so we've heard some good arguments for and some good arguments against. But I'm not going to cop out and just say, oh well, in the end it all depends on the individual and whether it personally matters to them and blah and blah and blah. No. Instead, I am going to 100% confirm for you right now, dear viewer, that trophy hunting milestones are absolutely, positively, unequivocally... I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. But in all honesty, the importance of trophy milestones really does depend on what you, as the player, enjoy. Personally, I like to plan things out, and yes, sometimes I ruin it for myself by going too far, but I still do it because it highlights the games that I enjoy the most. And will I go as far as to plan out individual trophy milestones? We'll see. But for now, my mind is made up. These things matter. However, if the idea of planning your platinums makes you physically nauseous, then I guess it doesn't matter to you, and that's okay. It'll probably make for a more interesting list, certainly a more natural one. Who knows? What I do know is that's going to do it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below how much importance you place on trophy milestones and which one's your favourites. I'd love to know. If you want to continue the party, I am part of a fantastic Discord at the Platpad over on Twitter. If you're interested, make sure to head over, check them out. If you want to see another video, then here's one I made earlier. Be sure to click on that. As always, I've been Pete, and I shall catch you all next time.